Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on coaching leadership. Before we proceed any further, please do note that we publish 3 videos daily on YouTube. So please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's start with the definition of coaching leadership. Coaching leaders are considered essential advisors. They guide their team members through difficulties and help them reach their goals. The weaknesses, strengths, and impulses of the team members are identified in this leadership style to help them improve. Moving further to the origin of coaching leadership. In the 1960s, coaching leadership was first defined by Kenneth Blanchard and Paul Hershey. Blanchard and Hershey did not believe that one single leadership style should be followed by managers. They recommended using different leadership styles to influence the strengths of their team. Thus, coaching leadership's positive character helps foster confidence with employees, helps them reanalyze company goals, and helps hone new skills. Simply put, the adoption of leadership styles should depend on the situation for the team's success. Their model was called situational leadership model. Moving further, how is coaching leadership different from other styles? Coaching leadership is different from other leadership styles since it focuses on reaching goals through cooperative partnerships. It is used by many businesses to increase the satisfaction of their employees and to improve workspace culture. Since it utilizes education and increases morale as a whole, it is commonly considered an investment in aptitude. The goals of other leadership styles are different, such as authority and power are the basis of autocratic leadership, whereas employees are entirely responsible for making decisions without any guidance in laissez-faire style leadership. Moving on to attributes of coaching leaders. According to Daniel Goleman, the phrase, "try this" best summarizes coaching leadership. Some of the attributes are, first, career and personal goals are both combined by coaching leaders. Next, followers are shown how everything smoothly integrates together. Next, they excel at reaching long-term plans and goals due to their interest and capability of helping others. Next, ample feedback is provided by them with respect to performance. Next, they also challenge their followers through assignments. And finally, they will not spoon-feed their followers through difficult situations, but will guide them. Let's look at some advantages and disadvantages of coaching leadership. Let's start with the pros as in the advantages. First, cooperation and mutual communication. Next, aids people grow professionally and personally. Constant leadership. Empowers individuals. Ample helpful feedback. Is encouraging instead of judgmental. Next, improves productivity professionally. And finally, provides developmental and creative opportunities. When it comes to the disadvantages as in cons, first, it is very energy and time consuming. Next, leaders might not have good coaching skills and may be unsuitable. Next, not the right fit for companies that operate on results and high pressure, as coaching takes time. Next, coaching is about mutual concession. Next, did not necessarily fetch efficient or speedy results. There can be smug or reluctant employees or followers. There could be a clash of opinion between the coach and the follower. And finally, inefficient progress without good chemistry doesn't work. Moving on to the steps to becoming a coaching leader. First, identify issues. Take time out of your schedule to ask general questions to your employees about the specific sub-problems. This will prepare you for constructive coaching discussions. Personally talking to them will help you put yourself in their shoes and understand their distinct outlook. Next, balance criticism and appreciation. Providing constructive feedback is an essential duty of a coaching leader since it helps your subordinates improve. An effective way of doing this is starting with a description and appreciation for what was done well. Transitioning into negative feedback is easier when you start off positively. Next, provide individual sessions. Learning can be easier with lesser peer pressure for some people. Individual conversations can make them comfortable opening up to you and learn from you. Identify your employees' interests by offering them one-on-one time. Next, research-based leadership. Learning to be a good coach can be time-consuming. It requires a lot of research and maximum information must be sought for the same. Online tutorials, professional workshops, business books, etc. will help you find new trends and methods. Next, the aspect of bonding with employees. Your employees need to be able to trust you for you to coach them. They will only listen to you openly and talk to you comfortably if they think you respect them. Bond with your employees and participate in positive conversations with them. And finally, follow through after assigning tasks. Follow up on the task given to your employees after initiating a level of trust with them and teaching them to perform well. Hold them accountable and follow up regularly so that they know they are expected to execute their learnings. And finally, coaching leadership examples. The first example of Red Holtzman, an NBA coach, coaching Phil Jackson, another successful coach. Next in line is Charles Schwab, US Steel's first president, known as a steel magnate in US, being coached by Andrew Carnegie, a philanthropist. And finally, 7-time winner of Tour de France, Lance Armstrong, was coached by the 5-time winner of Tour de France, Eddy Merckx. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on coaching leadership. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video. If you've liked the video, do subscribe to our channel where you'll witness 3 new videos daily. Additionally, if you want to view these videos in an organized manner, you can visit freecourses.net, where all our videos are arranged in the form of courses. Thank you and see you in the next video.